Welcome back to Mark's Family Cooking. In this video we are going to be looking at how you can make a beef stew with a stout gravy. Tender pieces of beef with a rich sauce made with stout from a local brewery called Vibish, based in Cirencester in the Cotswold, flavoured with rum from loaded spirits. This is perfect for a winter recipe. It's getting a bit colder in the UK, hence the longer beard, but it's really easy to make. Fry stuff off, stick it in the oven, leave it for a couple of hours, and then we're done. This is how you do it.
So you want 700 grams of stewing beef, and you're going to add to it 1 tablespoon of ground allspice, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, half a grated nutmeg, 1 heaped tablespoon of sea salt, 3 sprigs of thyme, 2 tablespoons of dark brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and then get your hands in there and give a good mix, making sure you coat everything evenly. Cover it up and then pop it in the fridge, ideally for at least 24 hours or overnight. When your beef is ready, you want to slice 3 carrots and cut 3 small onions into 6 pieces, and then you're going to need 2 peppers chopped for later. Fry off your onions and your carrots in a little bit of oil, doesn't matter which oil you use, until they start to brown around the edges and they start to soften up. You want to remove your carrots and your onions and just set them aside in a bowl while you turn your attention to your beef. Then you want to fry your beef off in the same pan. You may have to do this in batches to make sure that you're not boiling it in the juices, but you are frying it in the hot pan. When your beef has taken on a nice bit of colour, you want to add 1 to 2 tablespoons of plain flour. Give it a good mix, and this will help thicken your sauce for your stew. Once your flour's cooked out, return your carrots and onions to the pan, and this is where you then add your 2 chopped peppers and a handful of chopped spring onions or scallions. Add them to the pan, give everything a good stir to mix it up. I'm adding 3 dried chilies, but if you want a bit more heat, add 1 Scotch bonnet pepper. And this is where you now add your stout. I'm using Vibish Rum Stout to give it that rum kick with the vanilla and cherry flavouring you get with this beautiful stout made in Cirencester. Add a tin of drained black beans. You can use other beans if you prefer, but I like the dark colour of these black beans and the texture you get from them as well. Give them a good stir, and then you want to top everything up with some beef stock, just so it covers everything up. For a bit of extra seasoning, add a couple of splashes of Worcestershire sauce. Bring it to the boil, and then you want to pop a lid on and then pop it in the oven preheated on 150 to 160 degrees C, and you're cooking it for a minimum of 2 hours.
So for this recipe you could use your generic stout, e.g. Guinness, but I am using Vibish Brewery's Rum Stout, a rich, smooth stout with hints of juicy cherry and sweet vanilla with a warming kick of rum, which has been provided by loaded spirits. based here in Wiltshire. It gives this sort of Jamaican flavoured stew that warming kick to it. Also, I've used dried chilies in this recipe because I was cooking it for my children and my family. I didn't want that heat to be blowing your head off. If it was just for me, instead of the dried chilies, I would have used one Scotch bonnet pepper just to flavour it while it cooks. But you can adjust the spices and the chiliness to suit your tastes.
When your stew is done, you're looking for a nice thick gravy and tender pieces of beef. You may need to thicken it up by making a bit of a corn flour paste until you've got the consistency of the sauce you need. Check the seasoning and then serve it up.
I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. If you've liked it, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. All it takes is just one little click of your mouse or push of a button. Don't forget to check me out on the socials as Mark's Family Cooking on Insta and on Facebook. Please check out my other videos if you like what you're seeing today. I really hope to see you again soon. Any comments, leave them in the comment section below to let me know how you got on. If you've got any questions about the recipe, just drop me a message and I'll get back to you. Happy cooking everybody, and I'll see you soon.